Today is the day. You have to start believing in yourself. No one can do it for you anymore. Your job doesn't define you. Your bravery and kindness and gratitude do, even without any big accomplishments yet too. Your name? You are enough. Whether you have top billing or you're still dancing in the back row, you are enough, just as you are. Texting is not flirting. If you don't care about me enough to say the words, then that's not love. I don't like it. We all have to start somewhere. So start somewhere, anywhere, and give me an idea of what it is you'd like to do. Tell me everything. What is your dream? I do, however, like to tell people, especially regarding writing and deadlines, don't be perfect. Just be done. Love yourself and what you're doing, even if you're not yet at the place you hope to land. Let joy be the thing that drives you, and I bet you'll get there faster. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. Those mistakes are as valuable as the triumphs. Perform every job as if you're being well paid. Respect yourself and your work as if you're being paid to be the boss. You may be sensitive inside, but what I see on the outside is a soldier. You know how before a party, you clean up your house so that everyone thinks you live that way all the time? That's meeting someone at an awards show. But whatever path you choose, whatever career you decide to go after, the important thing is that you keep finding joy in what you're doing, especially when the joy isn't finding you. But life doesn't often spell things out for you or give you what you want exactly when you want it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called life. It would be called vending machine. It's hard to say exactly when it will happen. And it's true that whatever you're after may not drop down the moment you spend all your quarters. But someday soon a train is coming. In fact, it may already be on the way. You just don't know it yet. It's good to be bored in the car. I always tell him, spend some time with just yourself and your thoughts, and nothing to do. How else will you learn who you are? I was just thinking about how Christmas is right around the corner. But no matter how you choose to celebrate the holidays, books in general make great gifts. I've spent a lot of time wondering, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I try not to allow myself to do that much anymore. I think I've gotten more comfortable with the unknown. So don't let your plans have the last laugh, but laugh last when your plan laughs. And when your plan has the last laugh, laugh back laughing. Because here's the thing, I was fine on my own, and so are you. But it can be hard when you feel ready for happy couplehood and you seem to have missed the train. The success parts of life look good to others, but the best parts are actually the simple, daily experiences. There's more comedy in failure than in success, and it's a much more universal language. Also, we decided that people who can afford giant bags of cocaine should really be embarrassed at leaving anything less than a cool hundy in the tip jar. An important tool against self-doubt is just to ignore it. Forge ahead anyway. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Also, while there's nothing wrong with doing things to make you feel better, I just wish the choices were limited to simpler things many of us have access to, like drinking more water or jogging or finding a more flattering shade of lipstick. It's the way time moves differently when you're caught up in the simple joy of being yourself. It's what can happen when you make the decision to let go of criticism and worry and fear. In my experience, there's no secret to accomplishing almost any goal worth pursuing. In blindly trying a different path, I accidentally found one that worked better. But the next generation, like this baby in the airport, will never know what life is like without a device. This raises a couple of questions. What does the future hold for this baby? And can she beat me at Candy Crush? I would like to be part of a family, however that looks. Family is really important to me. Eventually, I learned that, in the beginning at least, it was better for me to be finished than to try to be perfect. I had to get out of my own way. The lens feels like another person in the room, a person who never speaks or smiles, who only stares without blinking, never looking away. It's what can happen when you make the decision to let go of criticism and worry and fear. The parts for women, you're either like the quietly suffering wife or the wild girl. As actors, we always say that once the person in a scene gets what they want, The scene is over, it's resolved. But life is never resolved. You're always in the process. Actors should act, not sell perfume or write cookbooks. While I very much wanted to be in a relationship, I didn't want to be in the wrong one. Satisfaction is not found in the big achievements. It's not in winning. Starring has nothing to do with how big your part is. It's a state of mind. Today, I would pick the person who made me feel warm rather than the one who left me cold. It's an accomplishment to do something well, but maybe even a bigger one to do something well when you'd really rather not be doing it at all. The best you can hope for is a great collaborator. Sometimes the idea of doing something is the most fun part, and after you go through with it, you feel deflated because you realize you're back to looking for the next thrill. I'd pay more just to hear proper English and have everyone keep their clothes on. You want the story to end when it's supposed to, and not be squeezed for somebody financial gain. Keep finding the joy in what you're doing, especially when the joy is not finding you. As my friend Oliver Platt used to say to me about hopes and dreams I'd share with him, it's coming, just not on your time frame. I think living in a beautiful space is important, since actors are artists, after all, and we're therefore more acutely affected by everything around us. Poorly chosen objects are distractions, obstacles we put in the way when we're afraid of telling the truth. Be truthful. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't ignore the given circumstances. Lauren Helen Graham, born March 16, 1967 in Honolulu, Hawaii. Her mother, Donna Grant, was a fashion buyer, and her father, Lawrence Graham, a candy industry lobbyist who was president of the National Confectioners Association. Graham was raised in her father's Catholic faith. Her maternal grandfather was a Baptist minister. She is of Irish descent. Graham is an American actress and author. She is best known for her roles as Lorelai Gilmore on the WW television series Gilmore Girls 2000-2007, for which she received nominations for Screen Actors Guild, Golden Globe and Satellite Awards, and as Sarah Braverman on the NBC television drama Parenthood 2010-2015. Graham's film work includes roles in Sweet November 2001, Bad Santa 2003, The Pacifier 2005, Because I Said So 2007, and Evan Almighty 2007. She published her debut novel with Ballantine Books in 2013, Someday, Maybe. In 2016, Graham reprised her role as Lorelai Gilmore on Netflix's reunion miniseries Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life, and published a memoir, Talking as Fast as I Can.